what is happening here in our dear state is somebody who have respect for an elder. Mr. President invited all the parties to Abuja and came out with a resolution that we should go and implement. That resolution, I'm implementing it, is not a constitutional implementation. Is a political solution to a problem. And I'm doing it because of the respect I have for Mr. President. But let me say it here. If that action that I've accepted to follow will be taken for my weakness, I will surprise them. I want this message to go to them.
Yes, that's how you do it, Mr. Governor. Now you've realized the enormous powers you have as the governor of Rivers State. If the situation was reversed, that's you are the minister of FCT and you're disturbing Wike, the governor of Rivers State, he would have crossed you to the extent that you will no longer be able to step foot into Rivers State. Yes, that's how he will fight if Wike were to be in your shoes. That's how to make sure that your enemy, your political enemy, will never pose a problem to you again. Wike is losing loyalists fast. They know that he has nothing to offer them anymore. Politics in Nigeria is not based on ideology. It's politics of stomach infrastructure. Between Fubara and Wike, they know who they will gain something from more than the other. Fubara has the constitutional power and he controls billions of naira on budgetary allocations every year. So they know who they will benefit something from. That's why they are shifting to his side. And Fubara, having the backing of the former Rivers State Governor, Odele, and his wife, he's aware that if it comes to legal matters, there is litigation or anything, even if it gets to Supreme Court, they will find their way to save him. Yes, just like we analyzed in the other video, what is happening in the Rivers State House of Assembly is a constitutional matter, not a political matter. The fact that Tinubu intervened to solve a constitutional matter by political means doesn't mean it's the end of it. Yes, the governor can still sack all of them. He can go to any high court in Rivers State and declare all their seats vacant. He can do that. In fact, right now, the APC in Rivers State are saying that it is his plan to declare their seats vacant. You see, these people don't know that the governor has the upper hand. People who their seats should be declared vacant, they decamped from the party where they were elected and went to another party. Their seats must be declared vacant, but they are busy issuing threats of impeachment to the governor. Imagine, they think Wike can be able to save them if this man goes to court tomorrow and declares all their seats vacant. There's nothing they can do. He will just deploy police at the State House of Assembly to make sure that they will no longer access the assembly ground and the whole chaos will start again. So he's right. The fact that he is abiding by the political solution doesn't mean that he is weak, that he doesn't know what to do to stop all the threats. So it's good that Fubara is talking this way so that Wike will know that he doesn't have the monopoly of intimidation and tough talking. All the time he's always issuing threats. There's just so much impunity in our system. Corrupt politicians are doing all this. They don't even do it for the people of Rivers State. They are doing it for themselves, their selfish interests. How can several members of the State House of Assembly be loyal to someone that is not even the governor of Rivers State? He no longer has a constitutional role in Rivers State, but they are doing what he says. This is tantamount to a coup. It means that if Wike tells them to remove the governor through impeachment, they will go ahead and do it. They are serving the interest of one man instead of the interest of Rivers people. Yes, many of them didn't win an election, but all that has passed. It is time to concentrate on governance. Even an elected house member should play his role in governance. Not all the time, threats of impeachment here and there. All these are serving personal interests and not the public interest.
And the worst of it, Wike should hide himself in shape. The fact that some of us have not spoken is because we are now elders. At 60 years, we have to condole, and we want the peace of Rivers State. A man who concluded building a government who concluded building an hospital with Rivers people's money, running into billions, equipped it with running into billions, entered into a management agreement with the consultancy firm he brought and sign an agreement that at the end of the day, the profit sharing will be 97% of the consultancy firm he brought, and 3% only Rivers State government. 97 for managing the place percent, and those who actually brought out the money to build it will have only 3%. He should hide himself in faith. We will not want to go back into it. It's time for him to learn to be quiet the way the governor is quiet, so that we can enjoy peace, not to come week after week to create tension in this. It's time for him to stop insulting Nodele, either by words or by action.
Wike is not only interested in controlling the finance of Rivers State and Fubara himself, he also wants to control the structure of PDP and even APC in Rivers State. When Wike was governor of Rivers State, he wouldn't have tolerated any other person controlling the structure of his party when he knows that the governor of the state is supposed to be the leader of the party. So why does he want to do it to Fubara? This is why all Rivers people must stand up and oppose Wike. This was exactly how Anambra people opposed Chris Uba when he kidnapped the then governor Chris Ngige. Chris Ngige didn't win the election. Many people were against him at the time, but kidnapping of a governor, no one will ever tolerate it. Chris Uba did all he could at the time to remove Chris Ngige, but Ngige, being a very stubborn person, he refused. Even while he was kidnapped by the police, he refused to sign his resignation letter. So this should be the turning point for Rivers people. You have to back your governor. Whether he won the election or he didn't win is no longer relevant, because what is at stake is Rivers State money. The treasury, that's what he's after. Not that Fubara won't dip his hands in the treasury, because they are all politicians, but an outsider who has left government should not be controlling the government. Yes, we must know who is the leader. We must know who is the governor, not another hand outside, just like when it happened during Yaradua's time. He was abroad in a hospital. No one knew who was in charge. People were just pulling the strings behind the scenes. If anything happened at the time, we wouldn't be able to hold anyone responsible.
And we agreed that not just in Rivers State, but all the states affected, that the A schools should be extended for 3 months. This extension is not bringing in new names. The extension also did not say you're working without the authority of the government. So for those lists you saw, and those was altered, I can assure you it's not going to stand. Thank you. We also agreed that we are going to have, in fact there is a next meeting on the 18th of this month that should ratify that decision. So what you are saying there is desperate people who like media, who like people to help you drum. Thank you, sir. Don't bother about anything. Nothing is happening. How people say it? Nothing mega. How restless they be. Since I made one small statement, people are restless. We will continue to make them restless. I don't know where we're coming from. We will also hit them